We're trying to pass a bond issue for some construction, much needed construction and transportation to upgrade our facilities.
When I started 5 years ago at the elementary, we had less than 130 students. And in 5 years, we're now to where we've got about 170. And it's just, we've just run out of space.
The cafeteria situation up there is manageable, but not ideal, where we have to run our students through there in 3 different shifts.
So from 11:20 to 12:20, we've got that place packed. We've done about everything we can in there to fit more kids, including putting a table on the side just a regular table that we put chairs around. We've got great meals in there, and it's just to the point where we're completely out of space.
The roof on the gymnasium's been needing repair for several years, so we need to, that's almost as immediate of a need as we need of anything. And we're going to put a new roof on there with a 20-year warranty. We'll stop the leaks and protect the floor that we have in there. And it's been a pretty constant problem for us, and we've just tried to get by patchwork, and now it's time to go ahead and completely replace that. Those doors there are almost non-functional. We have to lock them up by putting bars in them at nighttime from the inside so that nobody can get in. The locker rooms and the restrooms in the gymnasium are very outdated. They need to be modernized, and once again, they're just way beyond what you would call acceptable. Everything in there is extremely old, including the plumbing.
We have from 2nd grade down, 3 of those 4 classes are split. We've done some temporary solutions with some portable buildings. We've already converted the only space we had left, which was basically an old ag barn. The extra classrooms are going to be very beneficial down the road.
I think our ag program is very competitive with all the programs around, and maybe even across the state, and we have a lot of student participation, and our facilities just don't match how good our program is. The classroom is in okay shape, but the shop area and the doors that enter there are fairly run down. I would say probably of all of our classroom facilities, that's the poorest and probably gets the most use. And the shop area needs to be renovated, and we just feel like that we can, first of all, use our space more wisely, be a more modern facility. We're trying to upgrade everything, and I think that's just the next step and probably the most immediate need that we have as far as classroom facilities.
The transportation part of our bond issue is replacing our activity bus. That bus was bought, I believe, in '99, and it has a lot of miles on it, and we take it to about every basketball game and track meet, and as many miles as we've covered over the last few years going deep into playoffs and things like that. It's taken a lot of wear and tear. It's got to the point where there's so much work that would have to be involved, including to the engine transmission, that it's just not feasible to keep putting money into that vehicle. We're looking at hoping to replace that with a nice new bus that would it house enough kids to be able to take it to about any trip that we need to take it on.
The standalone storm shelters, I think that speaks for itself. While there are ways, maybe through the state, through the federal government, that eventually you might be able to get some financing to help you build those. I think we're talking about years down the road, so we felt like it was a more immediate need.
It'll be above ground, so we don't have to worry about a handicap situation, getting a wheelchair down there, and that's going to be part of the new construction. I don't know of a more worthy thing to spend extra resources on. I mean, nobody likes taxes. A lot of the areas that people don't like are areas that they feel like there's waste. And I feel like we've shown that we've been efficient with what we do have, and we don't take it for granted. But the fact is, for us to move forward in the future and to stay viable, it's something that we're having to ask for.
We have 2 school districts in our county who have easily passed bond issues. One significantly larger than the one that we've got. We've had other districts pass bond issues for whole new schools, whole new gymnasiums. We need to get our facilities to something that we can be proud of, because this is something that we want to be here for decades in the future. And what we have currently, is just not going to be palatable for that long.
We're very fortunate to be where we are, and we're also very fortunate that we're dealing with the growth, but it's something that for our future of our district, we're going to have to make sure that we prepare for that.